We have heard that protesters are planning to attack our GM wheat trial site on the 27th of May. We ask them to please consider our message in the spirit of openness and dialogue. We know we cannot stop you taking the action you're planning to take, but please reconsider before it's too late and before several years' worth of work to which we have been devoting our lives will be destroyed forever.
We appeal to you as environmentalists. We agree that agriculture should work with nature rather than against it. And in fact, that is what we are trying to do with our plants. We have developed this new variety of wheat which doesn't require treatment with an insecticide, and it uses a natural aphid repellent which already widely occurs in nature and is produced by more than 400 different plant species. We have engineered this into the wheat genome so that the wheat can do the same thing to defend itself. Are you really against this because it could have a lot of environmental benefit? Or is it simply because you distrust it because it's a GMO? The suggestion that our wheat is part cow is simply not true. The gene that we have added was synthetically made in the lab, and even with regular plant breeding, the wheat that we grow today has undergone many genetic changes.
Our research is to shed light on questions about safety and usefulness of new varieties of staple food crops which we all depend on. We must stress that this trial is for research purposes only, for gathering knowledge. It is not being commercially grown. As activists, you may prefer never to know whether our new wheat variety would work, but we believe you're in the minority.
You seem to think, even before we've had a chance to test the trial, that our GM wheat variety is bad. But how can you know this? It's clearly not through scientific investigation, because we've not even had any chance to do any tests yet. You state on your website that there's serious doubt that the aphid alarm pheromone being produced by this GM wheat is going to have any effect anyway. And you could very well be right. But if you trash the trial, none of us are ever going to know, are we? And do you really want that?
Our work is publicly funded. We have pledged that our results will not be patented and will not be owned by any private company. If our wheat proves to be beneficial, we want it to be made available to farmers at minimum cost. If you destroy publicly funded research, you leave us in a situation where only big corporations can afford the drastic security measures required to continue biotechnology research, and you therefore further promote a situation you say you are trying to avoid.
You may not know much about Rothamsted. You may not realise that we're the institute that has one of the longest running agricultural and environmental experiments in the world. These are plots that have been receiving agricultural treatments, and we've been measuring the ecological consequences of these since 1843. Now, some of these sensitive plots are very close to the GM trial site, and we're really worried that people trampling these sites are going to compromise the ecological experiment that's been running for nearly 200 years.
When you come to visit us on the 27th of May, please don't come in the spirit of destruction. Please come and engage in conversation with us. We would really like to show you our work and explain to you why we really think that it could benefit the environment in the future. As scientists, we know that we do not have all the answers, but that's why we need to conduct experiments, and that's why, please, we ask you not to destroy them.